Okay, here we are performing the leg press with the independent limbs locked in at the top. This is a narrower stance. And the great thing about having the wide foot plate is a lot of variation in stances can activate certain type of muscle groups. Here with the narrow stance, pretty much more a little bit of a quad base. And what you see is at first I had my hands on the safety spot and then I took them off. I prefer to have my hands off because it helps with bracing better. Now we go wide, generally a wider stance. We're going to work more hips and abductors. And again, you'll see me have my hands prepared and near the safety spot. But I like having them across my chest because it helps with the bracing of the core and setting the low back into the back pad. So now we're going to make the adjustment to the single leg. And the great thing about our piece is because we have dual rods on both sides, when it goes independent limb, it is extremely smooth and efficient. This is a tremendous high volume recommendation for auxiliary work with the lower body, especially with your leg work. And what I'm thinking about all the time is what we consider a tripod foot. So my entire foot from the ball of the foot at the big toe, little toe, and heel is always pressing through the foot plate. And again, you're mimicking trying to push yourself away from the floor. Think of the foot plate of being the floor, and you're literally trying to right now push yourself away from the floor. So this is a narrow stance, independent limb. Again, generally this would be working more quad. And I also recommend, depending on your mobility, when I'm narrow, I try to keep my toes straight ahead. When I go wide to open up the hip, I'll generally open the toe up to a 30-degree angle. So now you'll see wide, you'll see the toes rotated out slightly, and then this allows us to open the hip and get a little bit more hip and hamstring versus quad with the narrow. Remember, pushing away from the floor. Tripod foot. I generally will always emphasize eccentric control and then try to work for maximum concentric acceleration on the press.